Hi everyone and welcome back. In this video I'm going to teach you about VirtualBox's networking adapters and how to set up the network adapters, DHCP services, and networks to your specifications if you want to set them up to create your own internal networks for multiple VMs to communicate. So let's go to settings. Let's go to network. The first network adapter type is NAT, and all NAT does is share the host to host network adapter, so your NIC, to basically let you use your host network resources. It will let you be able to see the local machines, so anything on your LAN, and let you connect out to the WAN, to the internet. The second one is bridged adapter. This basically splits your NIC into two and lets your host adapter use your NIC, and then lets your VM use your NIC, and lets them both have unique IPs. So then you can basically have two machines on your LAN or on your network. And it lets you also specify which one you want to use for the adapter. Internal network are isolated networks and lets all your host only networks, but they're isolated, and it lets all the VMs communicate together, but they can't communicate with the host machine. So it's just lets you put our Windows box and our Ubuntu box can be on an internal network and ping each other, but they can't ping the host machine. The next is host only adapter. Host only adapter is used for hosts and guests to allow them to be able to communicate, and it lets the VMs on the host only adapter communicate to each other. But that's it on the host only network. Next one is generic drivers. So the generic driver lets you basically pick drivers that are in the guest editions that are generic. So if you're installing an older Linux or a certain OS that needs a specific driver to work, you can select that and then use that, so you will be able to have network resources. NAT network kind of works like your home network. So you have a router that has the WAN on one side and the LAN on the other, a local access network, and all of your computers are on the LAN, and kind of works like that. So your host machine's NIC is going to be your router, and then your network, you'll have a network behind that, so you'll have a bunch of VMs communicating and getting out. It's for like WAN resources and such, and then your other machines besides your host machine can communicate into those machines, and those machines can communicate out. Cloud network is experimental right now, and it's a paid for service by Oracle's cloud to let your VMs communicate with the cloud, so they can create machines locally that'll communicate out. And not attached is pretty straightforward. There's no adapter attached. So let's close out of that. Let's go to File, Host Network Manager. Let's create an adapter. So this is going to create host only adapter, and we can also specify the IPv4 address network we want and the range we want. So, and that's how you'll be able to do the adapter. You can also do DHCP servers for anything that's on that network. So if you have multiple and you want them all to be in the same range and you want to make sure they all get the same subnet, you can. And that's pretty straightforward. If you want to, let's enable that DHCP server in that adapter. Since it's enabled, we'll go to our Ubuntu machine, go to settings, and we're going to do internal network, and you just select your new adapter, host only, sorry, and it'll be host only adapter 2. And then when your Ubuntu boots, it should get assigned that IP range. So we'll boot it just to test it. Now pull up our network adapter too so we can see our network range. So it would be .9.1 address that will get assigned. Okay, password is going to be password. Open a terminal, ptac A, and then there it is. 192.168.9.3. So our DHCP network worked. And that's how you set up a host-only network, and those are the adapters for VirtualBox. Thank you for watching this video. Look forward to see you in the next one.